Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here, continuing the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. And today, we are on lesson 309. And thank you for being here. And our lesson for today is, I will not fear to look within today. And it says, within me is eternal innocence, because it is God's will that it be there forever and forever. I, his son, whose will is limitless, as is his own, can will no change in this. For to deny my Father's will is to deny my own. To look within is but to find my will as God created it. And as it is, I fear to look within because I think I made another will that is not true and made it real. Yet it has no effects. Within me is the holiness of God. Within me is the memory of him. And the prayer is, the step I take today, my Father, is sure release from idle dreams of sin. Your altar stands serene and undefiled. It is the holy altar to myself, and there I find my true identity. I will not fear to look within today. So I'm going to read today again through a read from A Year of Forgiveness. And it is what has been channeled. Jesus has channeled through the author, Louise Spalding. And here's something further that Jesus is giving us to reflect on this lesson today, which is, I will not fear to look within today. And Jesus says, you are blessed beings indeed, and I am the one you know as Jesus. Jesus says, the ego's game is always to keep you chasing things outside of yourself. A new lover, a new job, a move to a new place. Have you not noticed that the natural tendency of ego consciousness is always to look outside you for salvation? This is one of the greatest programs playing out in our society now, this constant consumerism. If only I can buy the next best thing, the next phone or the next car, then I will be happy. There is also the constant seeking of love, special love, outside of yourself in the form of romantic engagement. Now, this is one of the great sacred worshiping aspects of the ego, the worshiping of the special relationship. And remember, I'm going to interject here that the ego seeks to get. You see it all played out in love songs, romantic novels, and romantic movies. Always that special person who's going to change everything. Well, the ego keeps you chasing things to waste your time. Jesus said, stop wasting your time and go inside, because the answer is there. The answer is arising from within you every day in the form of loving guidance from spirit. You are faced with no, it's not you are, it's what you are faced with as a programmed, particularly a programmed Western person, is being indoctrinated. Propaganda is an indoctrination. I'm going to read that again. For some reason, it doesn't want to come out. And again, there's the ego. The ego plays very well when you're reading this. I'll say my ego. So again, what are you faced with as a programmed, particularly a Western person that is programmed in a deeply indoctrinated propaganda program designed to keep you buying, keep you separated, and keep you individualized in order to magnify the separation experience that you're having. Now you are in separation, and that is a challenge in and of itself. You are an individual body that seems to have a will of its own, but you have not been sent into this dramatic and challenging environment without a map. And your map is, Jesus says, your emotional guidance system. You are loved enough that you were not sent off by yourself, which is what you wanted to do, Jesus says. You have a God-given gift, a map home, should you decide to go home. You don't have to go home if you don't want to. You can stay and play in this realm as long as you want. But once you get tired, once you realize that all those things that you've been chasing are not working, then it's time to go inside. That is the difficult part, because there are very few people to support you on this journey. Now, this channeling here, Jesus says, is one of the rare places you can get ongoing support for your journey into the heart of darkness, because that is where all your programs and propaganda messages reside in you. They reside within your mind, and you must go in and investigate what's going on in there. You must evict some of those programs. I'm going to interject, that's the undoing of the ego. That is what we are here to help you do, Jesus says. We are here to help you and encourage you on your journey. The programs that do not benefit you will make you feel bad. So they are quite easy to find. But you have been taught to override your guidance system, and you are used to feeling bad. This is one of the most challenging aspects of this transformative re-indoctrination. The idea that you are meant to feel good and that happiness is what God wills for you. That is God's will for you, to be happy, even if your choice of separation, even rather in your choice of separation, you can have a happy dream. Jesus says, be brave and go inside regularly, once or twice a day in whatever form suits you. Obviously, these lessons are encouraging you to stop, to go inside, and repeat things internally throughout your day. They are a training program to get you to go inside, because that's where the magic happens. That's where your creative world begins. It begins within you. But you are the master of your ship. You are the master of your mind. Whatever it consumes and whatever it entertains. Nobody will save you but yourself. You must save yourself using this information. I am the one you know as Jesus. Peace resides within you always. It has merely been covered up by propaganda. And Jesus said, we will speak to you again. So there's the message for today. I will not fear to look within today. So as it says here, it's important to go within at least once or twice a day to check in. Check in with that guidance system. Check in with how you are feeling. If you're not experiencing God's will of happiness, of peace and joy and abundance, then you know there is some work to be done. And we're given the gift again, can't be said often enough with this course, that whenever you have fallen out of your peace, whenever you've been triggered, judged, or yourself or judging others, you're in that space of separation from God, all you need to do is to turn over any of all that needs to be forgiven, give it over to the Holy Spirit. And there's nothing more to do because the Holy Spirit does the work. And your perception will be shifted and you will experience the peace and the love and the joy again, which is the eternal innocence, as it says here, that's within you. That's the first line of the lesson. Within me is eternal innocence, because it is God's will that it be there forever and forever. All right. That is, again, today's lesson. 309, I will not fear. Do not fear to look within today. Okay, I look forward to being with you in the next lesson, which will be for lesson, or be with you in the next video for the next lesson, which will be lesson 310. In the meantime, please go below and like, comment, share it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. All right, until the next video, from my heart to yours, I extend much love to you, and bye for now.